Join me and we will begin. So welcome, here we are again, settling in your chair. So today we are working on back strength. So the whole back of the body, close your eyes for a moment, bring your hands to rest, feel the neck. Feel that curve at the neck. You may not be aware of the curve, but it is there. Then feel over the shoulder blades, over the ribs, the flatness of the thoracic spine. And then as we move down the spine, the curve back in as we reach into the lumbar spine. And then below the waist, the sacrum. Okay, open the eyes. So that's the region we're working on today to build strength and resilience. And this is really important practice because so much of what we do in life is forward and down. Picture that whole back rounding, picture the breath capacity compressed, and this can be a habit. So we're looking for posture and alignment, and part of that is maintaining the strength in the back of the body. So once more, close eyes, hands to rest. Here is our check-in. We call it coming home to the body. Coming home to the body. Why? So you can be aware, so you can take care. Be aware of the body, take care of the body. You're the only one who can do it. We never force. What feels like enough is enough. Give yourself that kind of space and understanding that you are taking care. So once more, just again, checking in. So we just range from the feet through the lower legs to the knees, through the upper legs into the low back, into the hips, and up the spine with the curves and the curves and the curves all the way up to the neck. Let the shoulders relax back and down. Hands resting, attention to breath. So what we're looking for is any sensitivity, any pain, tightness, tenderness, identifying what we need to take care of on this day. That's all, just on this day, taking care. If we have a long-term condition, we know we have to take care. Some things just cannot be forced. So let's just finish with the breath and return with attention now, focusing on hands and fingers. They're resting. Hands and fingers are resting. Eyes are closed. We're finding breath. And then we are beginning movement. So feel the stillness in the hands. Now lift and stretch those fingers wide. Feel stretch. And as you pull the fingers down, there's more stretch. It's in the knuckles. And as you release and we move thumbs up and we move fingers down. And then we pause, thumb in. It's a fingers wrap. It's a power squeeze and release. We call this one web. Pulling down, we call this one claw. Movement, we call this one beak. And then thumb in, fingers wrap, power squeeze, paw, web, claw, beak, paw. Moving every muscle, ligament, tendon, joint, everything in the hands moving, web, claw, beak, paw. We're designed to move, we need to move, web, claw, beak, paw, and one more, web, stretch the nth degree, feel it, pull down, down, down. Which knuckles feel the most intense? They're the tight ones. Release it. Movement, the joints of the hands, the base of the thumb, the knuckles, and then compression, thumb in, fingers wrap. It's compression, it's a power squeeze. Feel your strength and release, hands to rest. Eyes closed. Feel energy. Feel the energy that came from that movement. We're going to bring that energy into the whole body through movement, through awareness. So our target today is the back. We will be bringing focus to the areas of the back. Again, let's revisit the neck curve. Lift the chin, feel that curve deepen. Tuck the chin, feel that curve flatten. You know we'll go there. And then the thoracic curve, that's where the ribs are. And then curving in a bit, the lumbar curve. So it's deep for some, shallow for others, normal. And then the low back. So let's move. We went to hands. Now we're shoulders up, back, and down. When you shrug up, this is contract at the top of the shoulders, and at the bottom, there's a bit of stretch. When you roll back and down, there's stretch at the top, but come into the bottom where there is contract. It's inhale up, exhale, roll back and down. Roll back and down. Alternate sides. See what you notice. Let's say up, back, and down. See if it feels the same for each side or not. No wrong answer. It's movement. Different for each, and maybe different for each shoulder, different for each person, for sure. Up, back, and down. When it's up, it's contract at the back. When it's back, it's contract along the spine. And when it's down, it's stretch at the top. Up, contract. Back, contract along the spine. Down, stretch. Alternating sides, up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Let's pause and come up. Now feel the shoulder blades pull apart at the bottom. Feel the contract at the top. Roll back. Feel the stretch at the top. Feel the contract along the spine. Press down. This is all about stretch and a bit of contract under the arms, along the ribs. Feel it? Okay. A few more normal. Up, back, and down. Just moving with the breath. All the movement is good. It helps the body to keep comfortable, keep resilient, keep doing the things you love to do, and pause here, press down, feel a bit of stretch, and soften. Move it up the line to the top of the spine. Lift the chin, the whole back of the neck is in contract. Tuck the chin, the whole back of the neck is in stretch. It's inhale on the lift. It's exhale on the tuck. And we're saying yes. Saying yes. Saying yes. Saying yes. Saying yes. Back contract, front is in stretch. Front is in contract, back is in stretch. So we're working the neck, saying yes. Take your time with it, feel it. All good. Next time you're in the tuck, pause here, check in with sensation, the back of the neck, the front of the neck, and return. Now we move to the sides of the neck as we bring the head into twist. And this is our second part. We call it no. It's exhale to the side, pause, and feel it. So there's a bit of stretch here for me and a contract that's passive, but it's taking place on the inside. When we come to center, we'll check out the other side. Turn the chin to the side, feel wherever you feel the stretch, and know that on the other side is contract. We're saying no, 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 no. Saying no, 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 and no. Come back. Pause here. The yes, the no, the maybe so is a deep stretch to the side. And on the bottom side, there is contract and equal, but we don't even feel it because this is so grabbing our attention. We're saying maybe so, 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 and maybe so. Come back, the yes, the no, and the maybe so. Come to a rest, close eyes, check in, see what you feel and what you notice. There's nothing more important than you being aware of what's going on inside so you can take care. So next up, we're bringing up the arms. We're bringing the elbows back. Let's, again, check in with the neck. What do we feel? Where do we feel it? Not much. Nothing going on. So with the elbows wide, come to the back of the spine, and what I feel is shoulder blades hugging into the center. Okay. When we close, those shoulder blades pull apart, they stretch apart. When we open, they pull together, they contract. Contract is your strengthener. So the stretch feels good, but the contract builds good. Feels good, builds good. Close, fingers touch, elbows press, the back is in stretch. When we open, the back is in contract. Pause again, feel it. Trace your way through the spine. Feel that contract. It is good. So now let's bring the hands overhead. Come to the bottom of the shoulder blades against the spine. They're pulling apart. As you pull the elbows down, those shoulder blades pull into center. Feel it. Hands overhead, shoulder blades pull apart. Hands come down, elbows come down, shoulder blades pull into center. Again, this is a contract. This is a strengthener. It's a stretch apart. It's a strengthener coming down, building strength. Strength that comes from contract. Contract is pulling down. Pause and feel that contract. Stretch, come up. Pull it down. Pause, feel contract. That's your strengthener. A couple more. Working the muscles of the back. Trapezius, rhomboid. Those are the big ones. And between each vertebra, they are one small ones and then one. Every other vertebra, let's pause back and center. Let's do one more of these. So press the elbows back, feel contract along the spine. Now close, fingers touch, elbows press, feel stretch. Once more, feel contract. Now we'll release and bring your fingers to touch. So this is simply movement, circling elbows. Small circles, big circles, circling elbows. Smaller circles, smaller circles, smallest circles, circle other way. Movement, good stuff. Circle both ways. And then we'll pause, close, feel stretch along the spine, open, feel contract. Release the hands to the center, bring the hands down, press the elbows wide, press as hard as you can press, feel it, and soften. Use the exhale to press as hard as you can press. I feel it all the way up into my shoulders and soften. Press again as hard as you can press. Pause, feel where the work is. There's a lot of strength builder here. Press as hard as you can press and soften. Now rotate the wrists a bit. Out, up, in, up, out, up, in. Just range of motion for the wrist. Back to center. Press again as hard as you can press. Release. Take a breath. So we started with asking you to picture the whole length of the spine. We're doing that one again. Picture the neck. Especially if you lift the chin, you feel that curve. Bring the chin back to neutral. Now, the thoracic spine, that's over the ribs, so it feels fairly neutral right now. Then make your way down, feel coming to the waist. This is called the lumbar spine. See what you notice. And below the waist, we're going to feel it all move into stretch. As we tuck the chin and feel the back stretch of the neck, we round the hands over the knees and feel the stretch over the ribs. We slide the hands down the line and feel the stretch move all the way down the spine to the waist and below. Pause, feel it. Now we'll look for contract. Bring the hands back to rest. Lifting the rib cage, lifting the chin. The whole back of the body is in contract. The neck, the thoracic, the lumbar, and below. Tuck and round. You know how this drill goes. We're moving with the breath. Inhaling on the lift up. The whole back of the body is in contract. That's your strength builder. And then we tuck and round. Here's the stretch that balances it all out. Your own pace. Awareness of the back of the body, where we're noticing contract, and stretch. So the contract is your strength builder. Pause here, feel it. The neck over the ribs to the waist and below, all in contract, building strength. Finish with the tuck, finish with the round, finish sliding hands down. Pause here and feel it. Final breath. Come back up to rest. Have a breath as we move through for our work with the core, crossing one foot over the other, bringing up the arms. So this is contracting core, contracting core, contracting core, contracting core. Slow it down. So on the other side of contract, we know there's stretch, but we can't even feel it. The contract is such a powerful sensation. Eccentric contraction coming back. Pause. Isometric contraction at the pause. Concentric contraction coming up. And repeating. Eccentric, concentric contractions of the core. On the other side, there's stretch, but like I said, we can't even feel that. Such a minor sensation compared to the contract. Let's stay back, open, close, lift the feet an inch if you like. Isometric, stay. Come back up and release and change out the legs, other foot on top. Bring up the arms, swing to one side. Let's feel the contract. Feel the contract. Feel the contract. So the contractions are strengtheners. We're strengthening core. On the opposite side, there's a bit of stretch. Like I said, we can't even feel that one. So minor compared to the power of the contract and stay. Walk the hands up and down, up and down, up and down. Pause, come up, swing arms around, exhale back, inhale, return. Next time back, stay and walk the hands. Pause, come up, come back to the center and release and release and resting place. Open legs, hand to rest, fold in, relax, stay, enjoy the stretch. Final breath. Now we'll stretch the sides of the back. So we've been talking about strengthening the back. Stretch is always the balance. Hand to the thigh, hand on top, aim nose toward hands. Lean in. Feel a powerful stretch down the side of the back. Powerful stretch down the side of the back. Bring your attention there so you feel it. So you're aware of the yielding. You're aware of that softening and lengthening. Final breath, press and come back up and swap it out. Hand to the thigh, hand on top, aim nose, lean in. Just do it. Feel the intensity where you feel it. Is this side more intense or was it the other one? You'll always feel more on the tighter side. Final breath here, and we'll come back up. Hand to each thigh. It's the circle forward. Come to the side, circle back, and then forward again. This is for hip sockets. Bit of inner leg stretch. Lubrication in hip sockets, pace that works for you. Pace that works for you. Next time forward, then we'll pause there. Pause there and take a breath. And then circle other way, side and back. Take your time with it. Feel it where you feel it. It's about hip sockets, but feel it inner leg. Feel it low back. What's important is what's true for you. Next time forward, pause here. Now, where do we feel it? Final breath. Come back up, and we'll release the hands and bring the legs back and sit back. Sit back, hands to rest. As we move our work into the strengthener for the legs. So try to be aware that we're not going to slump the spine and round. We're going to sit up tall, perch on the chair. We're going to sit up tall. So try to maintain that, especially if you notice your tendency is to round. Restore that lumbar curve, lift the shoulders. Now the legs. When you're ready, it's inhale, lift, exhale, extend, lift again, let it down. Inhale, lift, exhale, extend, lift again, let it down. You know I say, fast or slow. I also say, kick high or low. It's your call. Play with it. Fast or slow, high or low. It's all good work. Bringing variety of demand into the leg muscles, keeping them resilient and strong. Muscles of independence. Keep lifting tall, not letting the spine round. We're finishing with this series. So finish the set you're on. Come to a rest. Again, not letting the spine round and the shoulders slump down, the breast compress, the chest, come back up. So now we'll lift and stay. So stay perched on the chair with the curve of the lumbar and the spine long and strong, and extend and stay, point and flex. Feel the stretch. Circle, circle, circling around. Stay with the stretch, stretch, stretch. Feel it. Let it down. Take a breath. Same for the other side. Extend, point and flex. Keep listening. Keep lifting. Circle and circle. Keep the spine lifting, not slumping. Toes to the face, heel stretches away. Feel it, feel it, feel it. And down. Cross one leg over. Slide hands over and down. Enjoy the stretch. Resting place. Stay. So we'll deepen this work in the hip by drawing this front leg up a bit higher, wherever it will go, and hold it close and lean in. Where is the stretch? Final breath. Let's go ahead and release it down. Bring the other one over. Slide hands down. Where do you feel it? Now let's deepen it up, drawing the leg up as high as it comfortably comes, leaning in. Different for each, how high the knee goes or how low you get the stretch, no matter. No matter where your knee goes, you get the stretch you need for your structure. That's the cool thing. And as you stay, there's yielding. Maybe just a little, and then we'll release and bring the foot down and prepare to stand. So we say feet hip width apart, nose over toes, making these power muscles do that lifting job. Come up to stand and move to standing back bend, fold halfway, soft knees. Inhale up, lean back, the back is in contract. Come forward, the back is in stretch. So today our work is about the back. Let's pause here and feel. Lift the chin, feel contract all along the spine, especially with the elbows back. The shoulder blades are hugged in and the waist and below. And then we stretch it. Continue. What works for you? First aid kit for the back. So more often the back is overstretched. And contract is the remedy. Take your time when it feels good. Stay there and feel it. We'll end this series with the forward bend piece. So now drop the chin and feel the neck, feel the ribs, feel the lumbar spine and below, all in stretch. And release back up to stand, moving to spinal twist. So this is about the vertebra in the spine, but there is going to be contract on one side and stretch on the other as we bring hands to touch. The knees are soft and we're rotating shoulders side, side. This is about the spine, but it's also about the back. So pause here and feel the inner side in contract and the outer side is in stretch over the ribs. Come back. Other side. Outer rim is in stretch, inner rim is in contract. Come back and repeat. This is good for the muscles of the back. Bringing them into alternating, contract and stretch. Restoring balance. Let's come back to stillness, release, find mountain, toes relaxed, knees unlocked. Tailbone tuck for some, for all, crown extension, shoulders up, back and down. Feel it, solid and steady. Feel it, strong and still. Feel the energy from that twist. Feel the breath. Final breath, leg stretch coming up, and the strengthener. So hands to the seat of the chair, knees are soft, folding down, leg stretch. Breath free. It's almost like a resting place as I'm gradually, gently stretching each leg. Feeling how the breath is returning to resting, and we're preparing now to work the legs and hips for strength. So it's hips, back and down, back and down, back and down. Fingers touch the chair or pull the elbows back and stay. This is for extra work for the back. Okay, return to the stretch. Breath is free. Legs are stretching. Breath reflecting the work of that posture, which we'd call a squat, but in yoga terms, way back thousands of years ago, its name is Utkatasana, currently called squat. Breath returning. Breath quieting. Check it out. as we come to our next strengthener. So hips back and down, back and down, back and down. Fingers can touch the chair, or again, elbows pull back and stay. If the elbows are pulling back, it's doing extra work in the thoracic spine of contract. Okay, return and finish with the stretch. Finish with that stretch. Notice the breath is heavier because that was hard work. Yes, resilience. Yes, body responding to demand. Okay. Finishing with this leg stretch. Let's come to stand and bring the legs wide and come to our side stretch. Stretching the side of the back. Hand slides down, arm moves up and over, the knees are soft. So start there, slide the hand down, soften the knees, bring the outside arm up, slide hand down, slide elbow up and over till you feel rib stretch, side of the back, and come back. From here, hand behind the head, knees unlock, elbow up, elbow back, slide hand down to deepen that stretch down the side of the back. Stay, breath free. On the inhale, come back up and release. Swap it out, second side. Hand slides down, arm up wide, knees are soft. Slide hand down, slide elbow up and over. Feel that stretch and come back. Hand behind the head, knees unlock, elbow up, elbow back, slide hand down, stay. Next, inhale, lift and release, and it's balance challenge. One foot in front of the other. Hand touching as it needs. Eyes locked onto something, not moving, as we challenge the balance and train the body to stabilize itself. So when we were young, we challenged the balance all the time. We're riding bikes, we're skateboards, roller skating, everything. Challenging balance. And when we stop challenging balance, we might lose that skill. Let's change sides. So the only way to maintain that skill set is to practice. Challenge of balance. Eyes locked onto something. Aware of the wobbles. Those are the corrections. Final breath here. Let's release and reposition the chair. Reposition your chair so you can bring the inside foot forward, the outside foot wide and back. Bring this outside hand to rest at the waist. Rest it at the waist, lean back. I want you to feel the curve. Maintain that curve. Soften the knee. Start bringing the shoulders forward in space. Keep the curve. If you go too low, you lose the curve. If you lose it, round it back up. Maintain the curve. You got it? Okay, bring that arm forward. Adding work, adding weight. Okay, round the spine, lose the curve, hand to rest, the whole back is in stretch. The curve is lost. But we're going to regain. Press the hand, feel the shoulders lift, feel the curve return. Once you've got it, bring that arm back up. Adding the work, adding the weight. Shorter stay, come back up and release. This hand again at the waist. Lean back and feel the curve. Maintain the curve. Soften the knee. Bring the shoulders forward in space. Maintain that curve. Maintain that curve. Don't go too deep. You'll lose it. Once you've got that good place where you're forward in space, Bring that hand forward, fingertips to eyebrow salute. Adding the work of the weight of the arm in space. Okay, release the hand, round the whole spine, lose the curve, feel the stretch. Enjoy the stretch. Press the hand, feel the shoulders lift, feel the curve return. Once you've got it, keep that knee soft, bring the hand back to salute. And release it back, lean back, feel the curve. Good job. Change it out, other side. So on this side, I think we'll reverse it as far as which one we do first. Start with inside foot forward, outside foot widen back. Soften the knee. Outside hand to the curve. Lean back, feel the curve. Soften the knee. Bring the shoulders forward in space. Maintain the curve is your job. Maintain. If you go too low, you lose it. Come back, find it. Now, bring that hand to salute. Adding the weight of the arm in space. Bring extra work to the back. Final breath here. Round the back, lose the curve, hand to rest. Whole back is in stretch. Whole back is in stretch. Press that hand, feel the shoulders lift, feel the curve return, keep the knee soft. Once you've got the curve, bring the hand back. Adding work, adding weight. Okay, sweep the hand behind to the curve, lift up, lean back. Feel it. Have a breath. Soft knee. Once more. Shoulders coming forward in space. Curve maintained. Got it? Sweep that arm forward, adding work, adding weight. Don't lose the curve. Maintain. That's how we're building strength in the back. Okay. Release the hand, round the back, lose the curve, feel the stretch. Feels so good. Knee is soft, the back is stretching. So once more, press the hand, feel the shoulders lift, feel the curve. Once you've got it, add that arm forward in space. Release the hand into the curves. Verify it's there. Lift up and lean back. And release, and release, and release. So let's come to a resting place. Step back, step back. Breath is free. Knees are soft. It's a resting place after all that work. Okay. Let's step back up to the chair, and we're going to be building strength here in the hip, and we're focused on the low back, and wherever you feel the work, hands are forward. We're going to lift the leg in 3 parts. 1, 2, 3, and down. We'll alternate sides. So take a breath. So we're going to inhale up a bit, exhale in place. Up again, exhale in place. Top of the lift, exhale down. Take a breath. And then the other side, inhale up a bit, exhale in place. Up another bit, exhale in place. Up a final bit, and exhale down and take a breath. So that'll be the pattern. We'll be alternating sides. We'll be lifting in 3 parts with breath. And we begin again. Lift, lift, all the way, and down. Breath in between the sides. And then we say it's lift, 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 and all the way down. Breath. Continue working at your own. So it's a bit of breath lift, a bit more breath lift, final bit, and down. Have a breath. And then the other side with a breath lift, another breath lift, another, and down. Breath. We're continuing alternating sides. One more set. Down and take a breath. We'll pick either side for the stay. It's our usual lift and stay, point and flex. Circle a bit. Circle both ways. Point and flex. See where the fatigue is. Those are the muscles that are working hardest. And down and breath. Second side, lift and stay, point and flex. Circle a bit. Circle a bit more. Stay. Where do we feel the work? That's where the contraction is the strongest. And down and again, step back, relax, soft knees, breath free. So we have one more balance challenge for here. Standing. Stand on one foot, lift the other foot in front or behind, eyes locked onto something, not moving, and the stay. And they'll try the other side. Same thing. Foot where you want it. Eyes locked onto something not moving. Wobbles indicating all the corrections. And we are finished with that. And it is time to sit down. It is time to come into the chair. And it's time to sit down. Hands to rest, fold forward, relax. See what the breath is doing. See what you notice in the body and the structure. So coming up is our back strengthening series. And we're going to use the same pattern that we used with the legs, which is come up a bit, and a final bit, and then down. So we're going to use that as we let the hands down. Arms are moving wide. So come up a bit, exhale in place. Another bit, exhale in place. A final lift, and exhale down. That's the pattern. Come up a bit, exhale in place. A bit more, exhale in place. A final bit, and exhale down. A bit, exhale in place. Another, a final, and exhale down. Pause here, take a breath. Feel the extra stretch. So each lift is a contraction. Each contraction is a strengthener. We begin our next set of 3 when you're ready. Inhale, inhale, final, and down. And again, inhale, inhale, final, and down. Inhale, inhale, final, and down. Down and take a breath. Stay for an extra breath or 2 of stretch. So we begin again. Coming up, inhale, inhale, inhale up, exhale down. Again, inhale up, and up, and up, and down. Inhaling up, and final up, and down. Down and stay for extra breath of stretch. So with this one, we're going to inhale up in 3 parts and then stay. Inhale up, and final, and stay, and pulse the hands, working extra contractions along the spine. Contractions are strength builders. Where do we feel it? Where do you feel it? It's where the most is going on. And down for stretch. Where do you feel it? Feel the breath reacting to the work. So our final one ends in asymmetrical. Come up and up and up, and then bring one arm forward and stretch, stretch, stretch. The back shoulder is in contract, the front shoulder is in stretch. Come down, down, and take a breath. Again, come up and up and up. And now bring the other arm forward. That side is in stretch, the back side is in contract. Stretch it and down. Down and take a breath. Hands to the thighs. Breath is free. Feel it. So let's come back up to sit and prepare for our spinal twist, which says one hand across, the other hand down behind. Let's come into the back, press and rotate the shoulders bit by bit, deeper and deeper into the twist. So the inside rim is in contract, outside rim is in stretch. See what you feel. See where you feel it. Final breath here. Release the head, release the arms, shoulders back to center. Have a breath. Check it out. Other side. Hand across, hand down behind. Press, lengthen, gradually and gently, deepening your way. Identify where you feel stretch. I feel it in outer ribs. And I know that on the opposite side, there is contract. Let's release the head, release the hands, come back to center, hands to the thighs, fold, relax. Final breath. Come back up to sit. Time to work with eye movements. So you're getting settled in the chair. Feet, hip, legs back. Once more, check in with those curves. Curve at the neck. Over the ribs, the shoulder blades. Down to the waist. Identify what you feel. Eyes are closed. Hands are resting. So we're working the eyes. We're working the eyes, imagining a giant clock dial, and open the eyes to the 12, and then move around to the 1, the 2, the 3, and down for the 6. Then up for the 9, and back to the top where we'll close the eyes. And take a breath. And then open again at the 12 and go the other way, down to the 9 and the 6, up for the 3 and back to the top. When you're there, close the eyes. Take a breath, relax the eyes, prepare for diagonal line of movement, opening the eyes, coming from the 10 over to the 4, a few. Pause, center, close, relax, have breath. Other diagonal line from the 2 to the 8, a few. Pause, close, center, and relax. Our final eye movement is called focal point. Extend arm, extend thumb. Bring your focal point to the tip of the nose. Look at it. Feel it in the eyes. Bring your focal point to the tip of the thumb. Feel it in the eyes. Bring your focal point far away, then back to the thumb and back to the nose, exercising those eye muscles deep inside. Let's pause, close, center, and release. Bring hands together. Rub palms, build up heat. Build up heat in the palms. And if your back is comfortable and your legs and hips, stay, but you can wiggle around because we're going to cup those palms over the eyes. Eyes warm, dark, soft. Relax. Eyes warm, dark, soft, relax. So we feel the heat seep away. The heat seeps away. We bring the fingertips to the bridge of the nose and stroke out to the temples with a light touch. With a light touch. Pause at the temples. Draw the fingertips from the temples to the jawline. and to the chin. Release the hands into the lap with the palms open and the eyes closed. Again, if you need to be more comfortable in the chair, this is the time to get there. Hands resting, eyes closed. Find the breath. Find your breath. Feel the breath. Find the breath, feel the breath, and on the next exhale breath, on the exhale, draw the fingers gently in. Stay on the inhale breath. On the exhale, let the fingers open. Inhale, stay. Close on the exhale. Inhale, stay. Open on the exhale. Inhale, stay. Close on the exhale. Inhale, stay. Open on the exhale. Release the movement. Stay in the stillness. Final breath here. Release, lift the arms, open wide, cross, pat yourself on the back for taking care for another day. And I thank you and come again.